of the basic points of Rotary International's strategic plan. The first, eradicate polio. And it was made abundantly clear from the stage in San Diego that this is a fight that we're going to finish. We're not going to quit until this disease is wiped out. There was a lot of talk about some of the great things we've done in fighting this disease from the stage. And then Bill Gates Jr. came out on the stage, unannounced, not on the agenda, to address us all. He began by talking about how he became familiar with Rotary International and individual Rotarians over the last 2 years since he resigned as the chairman of Microsoft. And he explained that he'd actually been out on National Immunization Day in India and had worked side by side with Rotarians and saw how hard we worked and how devoted we were to this cause. He read reports. He read research about our organization. He knows that we've been around for 104 years. And based upon his understanding of our organization, he really summed up his perspective on the stage by saying, you know, folks, I trust you. I trust you. And because I trust you, we, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, are going to give Rotary another $255 million, in addition to the $100 million that we've already given you to help you eradicate polio. And then he went on. He said, you know, we really believe in this struggle and what you're doing, and we are with you until the end. What great support. But you know, the message was really not all about money. The message was about our effort to do the right thing, to help alleviate children and adults from the suffering perils of this terrible disease once and for all. In our district, we have a polio committee. And that polio committee has designed a program for this year, which includes a number of elements that we've been working on for several months. That program is basically designed to encourage the clubs to do some kind of educational activity to help the public, and many of our members of the public don't know, learn more about polio and what a danger it is in the world and why it needs to be eradicated, and yes, why it could even be a plane ride away from our country. These materials are now in the hands of all of our assistant governors, and your club, if it hasn't already, will receive a presentation from the polio committee about this plan. And all Rotarians in our district are being encouraged to support it. What better number one goal can we have as Rotarians than to take care of this disease once and for all? The second goal is membership. John Kenny knows that if we're going to leave the legacy of Rotary to the world after we're gone, we need to bring members into Rotary, especially young members. We need to really think, each one of us, about who we should be inviting to our clubs, our friends, our neighbors, our business associates, people who we know are servants at their heart, who will make good Rotarians. Because our president doesn't want us to just invite anybody. He wants us to invite people who are quality servants, who will come into this organization, get involved, and help us do the important work that makes Rotary what it is today and what it must be in the next 100 years to step up to our future challenges. In our district, we have a new membership committee, and we have a revitalized website. I challenge each one of you in this room to go to Rotary5450.org, the first page of our district website, and press the membership button that is installed there. That's going to take you to a world of ideas about how each one of you can bring new members into this club. And to follow the second point of the Rotary International Strategic Plan. The third point is good public relations. And I think you all know that the way we relate to the public is a direct pathway to new members. When they read about what your club does and how you reach out to this community, the wonderful programs that you have, they want to be part of you, because I still believe that almost all Americans are compassionate human beings that really care about other people. We see that all over the national debate about health care. At the heart of that debate is compassion. There may be a lot of disagreements, but that is a fundamental truth about this debate. And it's a fundamental truth about what we do in Rotary and about our need for more members and good public relations. I heard a presentation during the board meeting about how you're going to deliver public relations from Arena in the year ahead using television stations and other means. I commend you for your public relations efforts. Very important. The fourth point of Rotary International Strategic Plan is to work to develop and strengthen our vocational service efforts. And you know, a lot of us scratched our heads in California. We thought, wait a minute, why vocational service? But the ready explanation from the podium was, can you ever think of a time in the history of the world when we needed to talk about ethics more than we do today? Our four-way test is a core value of what makes life worthwhile. Every one of you as Rotarians sitting out there knows that. Delivering the four-way test through programs to the youth in our community is absolutely invaluable. Our understanding of vocational service and reaching out to young people is one of the greatest things we do as Rotarians. And I look at the many projects that your club has to relate to youth in this community by your support of RILA, your support of Interact, and many, many other activities. One that really touches my heart is your Shining Stars program. Understanding children who are sick and what they go through, the trauma that they undergo when they're ill, particularly when they're terminal, is a great gift. And for your club to reach out to children in that manner shows the compassion of this club. These kinds of efforts through vocational service is what our president is pressing us to work harder on. The fifth point of the Rotary International Strategic Plan is to build leadership. Because unless we have people like Roland and the many other wonderful leaders that your club has and has had in the past to carry forth the work of Rotary, to help us all decide where our clubs are going to go, to help us with our goal setting, we will be lost. We will flounder. But with good leadership, we will thrive. And I told your board today, after I listened to all of the presentations and I became fully aware of the plans that have been made for